The truth no one told you. Have you ever experienced this? Something happens. Normally, it's a simple thing. But inside your mind it grows, and grows, and grows. A message arrives late. Your chest tightens. Scenarios begin inside your head. Someone gives you a cold look, and your mood is ruined for the entire day. Or someone criticizes you, and that single sentence keeps repeating in your mind for days. Now I'm going to ask you something. Is it really the event that hurts you? Or is it the meaning you attach to it in your mind? Because about 2,000 years ago, in Rome, there was a man. He was a slave. He lived in chains. But his mind was so free that the solution to the anxiety, fear, and stress billions of people struggle with today was explained by that man in a single sentence. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. That quote belongs to Epictetus, and that sentence either saves a person's life or destroys it. Today, I will explain Stoicism to you, but not just as a philosophy, as a mental weapon, because Stoicism is not the art of enduring life. Stoicism is the art of taking control of life. What is Stoicism? Stoicism is a philosophy that emerged in the 3rd century BC. Its founder, Zeno of Citium. Zeno arrives in Athens as a merchant, but his ship sinks. He loses everything. Most people today would collapse at that point. But Zeno does the opposite. After losing everything, he says this: "Now my journey into philosophy truly begins." This is exactly where Stoicism begins. The philosophy of a mind that doesn't collapse when it loses, but becomes stronger. Stoicism teaches this. Life can be cruel. People can be unfair. The world can be chaotic. But if you can control your mind, nothing can destroy you. For the Stoics, the greatest power was not suppressing emotions, but managing them. Why is Stoicism so powerful? Its real historical impact. Stoicism is not a philosophy that remained only inside books. The Stoics held serious influence in history. For example, Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor. Seneca, one of the richest men in Rome, a political advisor. Epictetus, a philosopher born as a slave. This is extremely interesting, because Stoicism is not the philosophy of only the rich or only the poor. Stoicism is the philosophy of those who can survive at every level of life. Just imagine, on one side, the Roman emperor, on the other side, a chained slave. Yet both say the same thing. The world may change. People may change. But I can control myself. That is exactly what Stoicism is. The heart of Stoicism. The dichotomy of control. Stoicism's most fundamental teaching is this: focus on what you can control. Let go of what you cannot. This idea is the core teaching of Epictetus. The Stoics divide the world into 2 categories. 1. Things you can control. Your thoughts, your choices, your character, your actions, your reaction. 2. Things you cannot control. What people say. What happens to you. The past, death, luck, the economy, the weather. Whether people love you or not. Now stop and think. The things you stress about during the day. Which category do they belong to? Exactly. The things you cannot control. Stoicism says, if you destroy your mind over something you cannot control, you are torturing yourself. That is a harsh truth. But Stoicism is harsh, because Stoicism does not aim to comfort you. It aims to strengthen you. Do Stoics suppress emotions? The biggest misunderstanding. The biggest misunderstanding people have about Stoicism is this: a Stoic person becomes emotionless. No. Stoics are not robots. Stoics do not try to erase emotions. Stoics go to the root of emotions. For example, jealousy is not just an emotion, it is the result of a thought. Anger is not just an emotion, it is the result of an interpretation. Fear is not just an emotion, it is the result of exaggerating the future in the mind. The Stoics realized this. Emotion is the shadow of thought. If you control your thoughts, your emotions also change. That is why, for Stoics, freedom does not come from money, power, or fame. Freedom comes from within the mind. The 4 core virtues of Stoicism. Who is a true Stoic? Stoicism builds the concept of being a good person upon 4 core virtues. 1. Wisdom, seeing life correctly, facing reality. 2. Courage, not running away from hardship, doing what is right despite pain. 3. Justice, not harming others, being honest and balanced. 4. Temperance, avoiding extremes, controlling yourself. For Stoics, happiness is not everything should be good. For Stoics, happiness is, even if everything is bad, I must remain a good person. That is a heavy thought. But it also turns a person into steel. Thinking about death. Memento Mori. One of the most powerful concepts in Stoicism is Memento Mori. Remember that you will die. It may sound frightening, but Stoics do not use the thought of death for depression. They use it to see life more clearly. Marcus Aurelius says, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." For the Stoics, death is not the enemy of life. Death is the teacher of life. Because death reminds us of this. This day will not return. This conversation will not happen again. This moment will never exist again. That is why a Stoic does not postpone life. A Stoic does not fight meaningless battles. A Stoic does not obsess over trivial things. Because a Stoic knows, time cannot be taken back. Does Stoicism work today? Connection to the modern world. Now the most important question. Does Stoicism work today? Absolutely yes. Because Stoicism is not an ancient philosophy. It is a remedy for the sickness of the modern human. Why do people burn out today? Social media, comparison, addiction to approval, the fear of how do they see me, constant anxiety about the future, trying to control what cannot be controlled. This is exactly where Stoicism steps in. Stoicism tells you, your job is not to fix the world. Your job is to fix yourself. That is powerful, because the only thing you can truly control is yourself. How does a Stoic live a day? Practical Stoicism. Stoics did not leave philosophy inside books. They applied it to daily life. A Stoic day begins like this. Morning, hard things will happen today. A Stoic tells himself in the morning, today people may be selfish. Today things may go wrong. Today unexpected things may happen. This is not pessimism. This is mental preparation. During the day, I control my reaction. Someone shouts at you. A Stoic does not shout back, because he knows. The other person did not make you angry. You chose to become angry. At Nig. HT. Self-reflection. Seneca used to ask himself these questions at night. What did I do wrong today? What did I do right today? How can I become better tomorrow? This is how Stoicism grows. A little stronger every day. Stoicism teaches this. Life may hurt you, but life cannot destroy you. People may underestimate you, but people cannot control you. The world may become chaotic, but you can remain calm. Stoics say, the outer world may be a storm, but the sea inside you must remain calm. Now I will ask you one last question. What is the thing that ruins your life the most? Think. Maybe anxiety, maybe anger, maybe the past, maybe regret. Stoicism does not tell you these things will disappear. Stoicism tells you you will no longer be their slave. Because a Stoic knows this. True power is not ruling the world. True power is ruling yourself. And maybe that is the greatest freedom in the world.